Howdy y'all, welcome back to KHOLAT, where we're going to finish this game and get through the Russian wastelands, hopefully a lot quicker than we have been being. So let's see what goes on. Continue.
I mean, I love your confidence, but unfortunately the rest of this map is also Russian wasteland, so...
Well, yeah, I'm not expecting anything spectacular. I'm just expecting to get this done today. Alright, let's use this to teleport. Alright, we're back at base camp, so we know exactly where we are. We're right here. So...
Are you sure?
Yes.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I fast traveled. We were there, now we're here.
The one time I look away, and yep, you...
Yeah. Okay, let's see.
The one feature in the game that's actually handy. There's 5 left.
Yeah, only 5 left. Which one do you think we should go for? 54, 43, 45, 14, or 16?
I would do 54, 61 because it is theoretically due south.
54 is here, and then it was like 61.
Exactly.
Alright, right there.
So you take, like I said, due south, you take that route and you kind of keep going south, and at some point you'll take a left. I find it hard to believe that we missed this the first time, but
We saw.
no.
It's not hard. We saw the light. We saw the light, and we just like went for it.
That was the other one. I meant this. I'm just curious how, considering that this one doesn't really seem to be out of the way too much, we're going to find out that it's really out of the way. Because, yeah, we got to the bunker, which means we probably went through this area quite significantly.
We went that way, which which is this. We need to go down this, which should be over there.
Cool.
Because, see, I was going towards the light.
Yeah, this is big brain navigation.
Oh, yeah, it's big brain time.
This is, you should put on one of those Google packs and work to create Street View. That's how good you're doing.
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
I don't actually know how people end up doing that. There's so many freaking Street View pictures now at this point. You'd think that we would have seen somebody at some point doing it. I've seen one person ever creating Street View images, and it was at my university 10 years ago.
If you look on Street View, you can see my house pretty well, and in several pictures, like across the years.
Exactly. Somebody has come to your house to take pictures. And when would that happen? When you were asleep? Like, did they
it was during the day.
View in the window type situation?
It was definitely during the day if you look at the pictures.
They probably, particularly when it comes to the streets themselves, they absolutely just go by in a car. It's going to be very quick. I bet it's that log to your left.
I know.
Not sure what was really interesting about that rock, but this looks pretty bridge-like.
I thought I saw like a fireplace, which meant like, you know, a place to save.
You will not find a safe spot before you find this next. What should we call what? Totems? I don't even know what points of interest.
Well, there's one right there. Caution, a psychopath on the loose. A dangerous criminal has escaped from the Moscow Mental Institute. We have been informed the man is completely insane and delusional. The floor here is made out of floor.
Know that we're out here. No,
Well, I mean, if he escaped from the insane asylum, obviously he's delusional.
I was gonna say, it's like, so he was in the right place.
I found a bridge.
Okay, check the map really quick, because that...
Oh, that bridge is out. Okay, so we're right here.
You don't have to cross that bridge, do you?
Yep.
It feels like you have to cross that... No, you have to go all the way around.
Oh.
Did you see the really long path?
Yeah.
At some point, though, you have to get to where the other end of that bridge is.
Which should be that location over there.
Yeah. Wherever they're hanging out the dirty laundry.
Well, they did say that the missing hikers, well, the found hikers, were in their underwear, so that would be where their clothes went.
We're just piecing everything together. We're so good at this. Not a. That's one of the fireplaces you were thinking about.
Yep.
Which means actually, this is perfectly acceptable, because not knowing in my head that we had to go the long way, this works.
All right, we're literally right
now
here.
You just have to, now you just have to take an immediate 180. You go down this smaller route down here, and you go back up. Yeah.
I just want to see what's down here. I'm not. I was just looking to see what was over there, and it's the void.
Scream into it, and then let's head on.
Ah!
Discord didn't catch a single sound of that. Actually, it did. It kind of sounded as if somebody had punched you in the balls first.
Oh, golly.
The void is not.
Whoa. Time travel.
Well, the clouds are just super pissed and they're leaving.
Why am I super short all of a sudden as well? Am I a child now?
I mean, if this note tells you that you're Benjamin Button, I wouldn't be surprised. Is that a tornado?
Looks like it. Oh. And there's a corpse on this.
It's a drone show.
There's a corpse on this table too.
Finally, we made it to the pass. Thank God, we made it. On our way, I felt someone was following us. I heard strange whispers around. I sometimes even caught a glimpse of a moving shadow in the trees. There were moments I could feel someone's breath upon my shoulder, but when I stopped still, hearing the snow crunching under one's boots, and turned around, there was nobody there. I had the impression this is a place of some horrid altar of madness. Nothing is as it should be. Or it's some kind of a nightmare. And then we found the bodies. Something told me not to look, but it looked like something was sticking out, or maybe there was just some voice in my head which kept repeating, "Go down there, go." I can hear it clearly even now. So I went down and found the remaining 4. The way they looked, what on earth could have happened to them? I'm not able to describe it in detail. Smashed skulls, twisted limbs, broken ribs, torn, cut, or burnt skin. Never ever have I seen anything like this. A gruesome image of madness, or some sick experiment. As if someone or something played with them and abandoned the destroyed toys in the forest.
What the... Did the game
What
just...
happened?
The game just decided to minimize. I felt madness was slowly but firmly overcoming my soul.
Oh, okay. And it just fixed itself on my end.
Yeah, I reopened the tab. It just minimized itself. What is going on with this here game? Anyway, sorry, person. Alright, we found this one. Next up is 4395.
Honestly, I feel like... shouldn't say that. If you can go back to the last campfire...
We should have a way.
Give me a second. I'm going to look at the map on my end, and you should probably look at it on your end. Do you think that there's a way from this loop that you're on to get to that extra path that heads off into this right-facing area? Or not? Actually, first step is first. You see that, if you go down to the bottom right in this kind of loopy bit, and you see that, not that tail end, but the other tail end?
We can get there.
That one has another note location.
All we have to do is get from here to here, and then go down, down, and around.
Yep. As honestly, we should get hired by MapQuest next. Can you imagine back in the thousands printing off directions? It's like, so I need to get from this state to this other state across, 2,000 miles or something. It's like, don't worry, gotcha. You have to go around, and then around, and then once you hit this part, you go around, and then you're there. Mission accomplished. Thank you. But yeah, you get the gist.
Okay, so it's literally, I walked past it.
Awesome. Yeah. Over here? Ish?
Yeah?
Yes, this all looks good. Follow the wooden posts.
Oh, there's a page over there.
Also good, because that's an extra save.
Dr. Grigor Atanowic's testimony on anomaly 0H91. We have never seen such a thing. The activity was off the scale. Energy readings, it was just beyond any reason. I remember Dr. Pietnik. He had said he heard singing. He saw angels appearing from the light. It was clear to us that it was dangerous to stay too close to the anomaly for too long, but we had to conduct more tests. Therefore, we decided to use prisoners. That's why we created Section 22.
Wow, dude. Way to just declassify all of...
Okay, technically both go to this one, but this way is faster.
Yeah, this is fine. So do you feel like piecing together any of the plot that's supposed to be happening around us, or
what I can gather is that the hikers were kidnapped by this group of doctors working at a weird institute that was supposed to be a mental hospital, and they were using them for unethical experiments.
The only thing I would change is that there's the potential that there's a gap in between these two things that the notes really don't explain. I hate the fact that every note is effectively signed by nobody and put into context in no shape or form whatsoever. But I want to say that they started with experiments, they fucked up a bunch of people, we've seen those fucked up people because they're the random ass ghosts in the woods, and then those are the ones that, wow, that just sounds dumb, and really, really kind of thin.
And then they kidnapped the people from who are skiers.
Well, that's what I mean. I feel like the scientists are long gone because we've kind of passed... Ah, shit. I should go look up the original timeline for when the hikers... Because that in itself should be its own thing that has like a Wikipedia page if I go to a...
Oh, piss.
Oh my gosh, just I was thinking, wow, we haven't seen any of those people for so long.
I heard it, and the compass was going it crazy, but like, there wasn't anything I could do.
This was an incident in 1959. Okay. So again, it's really hard to tell. It's like, is there some significant point in Soviet Union history that kind of pins down when all this initial stuff was potentially happening?
You're asking the wrong dude, but because
okay,
I don't know.
Mind. I'm looking up the Wikipedia page. It says 1950. So yes, something sciencey happened in 1950, and then there was a gap, and then all these hikers showed up, and then they got killed, and I guess now we're just piecing together the fact that there was some scientific experiments that created a bunch of monsters that go off and kill people in the woods because they don't have anything there to do.
Obviously
They're
this
effectively immortal.
Obviously this is fake. 6770.
The narrator is Sean Bean? What?
Well
I kind
then.
of thought that was a joke. I saw some other people say that, so I thought, maybe he sounds like Sean Bean, but this is literally just an independent game about wandering Russia. No, they got Sean Bean. And I'm not even sure he dies. Actually, I feel cheated.
Oh, by the way, Bob recently introduced me to that movie Hot Fuzz featuring Simon Pegg, and I'm pretty sure that his character in the movie is a child of Ortmeyer. You know, from Hitman.
Oh, come on! You were in midair! I saw... Wait. No, you can't be in midair. You can't jump.
Right, I can't jump. Anyway.
Oh god! A 2-foot incline! We're doomed!
So anyway, yeah, he's like a cop that is way too good at his job, way too high stamina, extremely good with weapons, and he has about the same general demeanor as 47, You know, never smiling, never wanting, never having hardly any emotion up until the end.
Does he die?
No.
Wow. Somehow then you have interacted with two different pieces of media where Sean Bean lives the entire way. Unbelievable.
I said Simon Pegg.
Is in the movie, as is Sean Bean, correct?
I don't know who Sean Bean is. I've never...
Why the fuck did you talk about Simon Pegg? What do you mean? What was that tangent even about?
Dude...
How did you connect any of those two things together? I talked about I was literally talking about Sean Bean, and then you just went off, and I had this feeling, holy crap, he found a booby trap.
Literally, Joe...
I'm just trying to piece this together, okay?
Sean
Bean is the narrator of this game. What does Hot Fuzz have to do with Sean Bean?
I don't know. Maybe the S in Sean and the S in Simon.
That is a stretch, okay? They're both...
Live a day inside my head. I fucking dare you.
They are potentially both... Yeah, Simon Pegg is almost certainly British.
Yes, he is. The entirety of Hot Fuzz is set in Britain. My brain doesn't work like yours. You're neurotypical. I'm autistic. Live a day inside my head. I fucking dare you. The most random tangents will come through my skull, and it doesn't make any sense to a neurotypical.
Oh, this was not a cave. This was a trap.
No, it wasn't. 6971. Anthony 71.
We're gonna ignore that. It's not entirely necessary. It might be on the path. Unfortunately, the running bit has kind of put us off from any semblance of where this might actually be.
Yeah, and all thanks to the shadow figures.
Are they in your house?
No, my headphone cord is apparently a little bit abrasive because it made effect like a rug burn on my arm. I hear Paige.
This is eerily.
Holy tits.
Wake in that respect.
Alive corpses on Siberia. Was there a top-secret facility where scientists were working on reviving the dead? Several elements would suggest this is the case. We are in Inia, a town in Siberia. Here was supposed to be the institute where, decades ago, the most brilliant minds were to accomplish the impossible. Revive corpses. Nowadays, in place of the complex, there are only ruins. Sorry. It is difficult to determine what exactly was there. Till this day, we can stumble across things resembling medical equipment, but it is clear that there is no hospital here, as the elder locals recall. One day, the military came, marked out an area, set up a construction site, and it took them several years to build it. One building after another. People were happy because there was work, but soon as they finished, the military surrounded the area with barbed wire fences and forbade them to even walk in the vicinity. I remember trucks pulling up and soldiers unloading some equipment. Behind there was a large, huge... There were a lot where huge delivery vehicles pulled up. People said those were refrigerated trucks. It had been going on like that for more than a dozen years and nothing happened. 2 or 3 years before they closed it down, some weird things occurred. We saw them transporting people into the facility, and the whole village started screaming in the middle of the night, as if they were murdering people. One day it just stopped. The trucks left. The military stayed for a while. Engineers came. They tore the whole thing to the ground, and that was it. What could have been in that facility? When asked about a possible explanation, Dr. Lygiev, an eminent historian, says, "It was not unusual for the previous government to build a facility hidden in the deep corners of Siberia. It does not have to be anything to do with neither paranormal fairy tale, but merely with a classified military activity. Although historical sources remain silent about Ania village and any military facilities or scientists in this area, it totally contradicts the inhabitants' stories. We became aware of existing documents that could shed light on the case. An extract from correspondence where the names of the sender and receiver are censored mentions about a facility in the middle of Siberia where the military sends well-preserved bodies of convicts in refrigerator trucks for further research. Furthermore, the author writes, I do hope you will manage to do something with them, because the mountain is becoming impatient, and one alive is not enough. One alive? Someone came back.
Holy crap. What is with this game? And
Oh, and it doesn't even mark where that one is, unless that's where we
are.
are.
You up there?
We might be up there.
Do you want to go back down quick?
I may have to, because there's no 47s on this list. Well, there's 40...
Let's go south quick, and if worst case scenario, we can... If the game sends us back here for some reason, then there is another kind of major checkpoint close by to this, but unfortunately that kind of forest clearing was probably an important part with something that we needed, and all it took was one slightly unseen villain to chase us away from the area entirely, to the point where, yeah, we are now probably a mile away.
In my defense, the thing was scary as fuck.
Yeah, they're not good. I'm definitely not going to say that they're the best horror villains that I've ever seen. In fact, I'd probably put them in the bottom 5%.
They're about as scary as a Five Nights at Freddy's character.
The couple... I would challenge you on that primarily because you can generally see them from afar. The game gives you plenty of signals that they are coming upon you. And in the grand scheme of things, they're incredibly boring to look at. And it's not the kind of thing that kind of resonates
another
as
one.
a Uncanny Valley type situation of, oh gosh, this thing is just eerie as all hell. Go ahead.
The weather is pretty
Thank
good.
God.
We have the wind at our back. We arranged with the locals that they will give us a ride to the location of the second camp.
Not doing any work,
We
are
helped
you?
them unload the carts and waited for the horses. At approximately 4 p.m. we set off to continue our journey. We managed to replenish food supplies so we could eat something on our way there. The horses are moving slowly. It's making me sleepy. It's getting dark. The second camp was an abandoned village. We found a house to stay at overnight. In total darkness, we started setting up a fireplace. Everyone cut themselves on nails sticking out of the boards. Apart from that, everything was okay. Then, it all started.
We forgot our tetanus shots. Oh no. Actually, I just get the sense that in reality, you're heading the right way. That's awesome. They just glamped the shit out of this trip and have in fact killed several Sherpa-like characters, whatever the equivalent is in Russia, and potentially got away scot-free. Watch out for that booby trap, which is just so random in its positioning. Wait, that light.
That's gotta be something.
I'm sure Hansel and Gretel said the same thing coming up to this location.
Oh yeah, brother, we need to go and go see what this is.
I mean, accurate. I'm not sure what gave you the impression we needed the full breakdown of that, but I appreciate it.
I just wanted to show off my ability to do the accent.
Ah, Wiener Schnitzel, Gretel. What? It's like, okay.
What, are you gonna go, oh, what, the tits? How the hell do I even get up there?
Is there some kind of random... Honestly, you need a ramp. Stairs are your mortal enemy. Oh, is that a trampoline? No, of course not.
Oh, piss and vinegar.
That sucks. This actually has a very Sir, You're Being Hunted feel. Except there's only one person around, and again, they're just irritatingly slow. Generally pointless to the experience. Thank God they make this kind of sonic boom type noise that you could hear from the fucking Finland at this point.
I'd kill for a gun right now.
Yeah, he's a bit close.
And he won't bugger off.
Hi there, I'm JFK from Clone High, and I am telling you to subscribe to the Geeky Skunk Gamer and his friends, Geo Joe 2000 and Luigi Fan 891.